All right, let's start here. President Donald Trump has signed a memorandum ordering the withdrawal of the U.S. from 66 international organizations. Nearly half of them are UN bodies. Trump said that the organizations operate contrary to U.S. interests. He said that some of them make decisions that undermine American sovereignty or economic priorities. Many of the affected bodies focus on combating climate change, promoting peace, and supporting democracy worldwide. Now, the memorandum does not specify a full timeline for these withdrawals. Well, we are now joined in studio by specialist researcher Janet Witten to help us get a better understanding of what these executive order means. Janet, a very good afternoon to you. For so much to unpack. And I mean, I know you've spent the better part of last night, this morning, just listening to those developments coming from, the U.S. The planned withdrawal of the United Nations, or in fact, the United States, from these 66 bodies, half of which are from the UN, is not an isolated case. I mean, we shouldn't look at it at that. We know that there is that national security strategy document that was compiled in November of 2025. How much of what we are seeing now flows from that document, in fact?
That document is very important, but also that document flows from everything that Trump has said, starting in his first term, actually, but then also through all of the multitude of executive orders that he issued in a flurry after he came to power at the beginning of last year and all the way through last year. But that document is actually quite important because it lays out the American strategy, and the American strategy is all about, as we've heard so often from Donald Trump, America first.
Yeah.
And I think that that document is largely put together, I would imagine, by Marco Rubio. You can see his footprint all the way through it. And he certainly has been the one who is apparently behind, for example, the intervention in Venezuela this last weekend. And it's about putting American sovereignty first.
Yeah.
And if that means infringing on another country's sovereignty, well, that's fine, as long as America comes first, and that's what it's all based on.
Yeah, I mean, some of the organizations that it's pulling away from are quite vital organizations. I mean, what we have here on the screen for our viewers is just some of them, that organizations that essentially promote peace. Just speak to us about the significance then of just some of these organizations.
And in the context of Donald Trump's comments about peace and how many supposed peace treaties that he's actually been at the forefront of, and that is questionable in and of itself. A lot of that has been fact-checked, as we know.
Yeah.
But it does question why he would pull out of all of these